Samatma, Sip Rekha, Sip Ashok, Sip Partiyama, Sip Tina, Sip Rumataji, Sip Yogini, Sip Sudeep, Sip Sandeep. Welcome Sandeep to the call. Sip Atmatray, Sip Sangamji, Sip Sagai, Sip Chandra, Sip Krishna, Sip Lakshmi, Sip Pankaj, Sip Deepa. Welcome back. Sip Bliko, Sip Rutanu, Sip Rajendra, Sip Bliss, Sip Ashok Nichani. So many more people joining the call, but we are on to an interesting topic. What dies? Because when one dies, every organ can be transplanted. So who dies? The heart dies, the brain dies, but they say today they can transplant any organ. So then what is this confusion of death? Huh? When one dies, what dies when one dies? The question, what dies when one dies? Every organ can be transplanted. Who is the master who is going to tell us this today? And the master I have is Samatma and Bliss. Oh, she's Samatma. Bliss is also medical professional. Samatma. Yes, Samatma. Unmute Samatma and Bliss. Yes, Samatma, unmute, please start.
Unmuted. You can hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. See, really, it is the body that dies. The whole body dies because the soul, which is actually the power supply, leaves the body. And without this power supply, no organ in the body can function. It is like
if the body dies, then how the eyes can be transplanted, how the heart can be transplanted, or how the so many things in the body can be transplanted when the body dies.
They can be medically they are transplanted because there is still blood supply in a few hours, but they are not alive after a few hours, because once the soul leaves, the power of your body goes.
My dear Samatma, they are alive. The organs are alive. That's why we can transplant.
Yes, for few hours they are alive. For few hours they are alive. Because they can be transplanted in few hours.
Your voice is gone. Either your voice is gone.
In few hours,
I could not hear.
The organs can be transplanted in few hours. You can't hear me?
No, 5G is not working. 2G. Samatma, can you hear me? Bliss, can you hear me? Bliss? Okay, Samatma, I lost your voice for a few seconds. So do you want to say something else? Unmute her. You want to unmute Samatma? Are you unmuted? Unmute if you want to say some more, please. Yes, please speak.
All the organs in the body can be transplanted within few hours.
Okay, so who dies? The question still remains that what dies when one dies? Every organ can be transplanted. So do you have an answer? What dies?
I thought it is a body which dies after some time.
But if the body dies, then all the organs are alive for some time.
Yes.
That means death is not the moment. That the moment of death is not the moment of death.
Yeah, if you say it in that way, yes.
So think about it. We will ask our medical professional Bliss, our dear Bliss. Let us see what Bliss is wanting to say. Right? Let us see. Yes, Bliss. What do you have to say, Bliss?
Hi, Shvam dear.
Shivoham. Tell me, Bliss.
You can read what I write, please.
I can read. Okay. When Bliss says, when we die, energy leaves our body. This energy that makes our heart beat and transmits electrical signals to all cells. Only after brain death, organs can be transplanted. The brain never. A brain cannot be transplanted.
No.
Some portion of the brain also can be transplanted. No, I think no.
I never.
Are you sure?
Hear about
I've heard of brain transplant also. I've heard of brain transplant.
I never hear about it.
You never heard about it?
You hear that?
Wi-Fi is not okay. Huh?
Hello?
Huh?
It's frozen.
Quickly ask them to check. Okay, I don't know, but yeah. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes. It's come back.
Frozen.
Hey. Hello?
1 second. Let me check if we have any better signal. What is another thing in the past? Okay, wait.
It's frozen.
Are we okay? Can you hear me? Are we back?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to this signal. But okay, we are back. Okay. So Bliss, what about all the other organs? What happens when what dies when one dies? Every organ can be transplanted. So I've read your answer. So you want to explain, Bliss?
In fact, it's because organ need the power inside to be transplanted, and we do after the death of brain, but energy is still a little bit in the organ, and they need to be transplanted very faster. I think lungs and earth, it's only 8 hours, because after the residual energy is gone and we cannot transplant this. And we need the energy of water to make this. But it's very not easy to explain because it's very big operation.
Okay. Okay, so let's ask others who if anybody else has opinion. Rajinder ji, can you hear me, Rajinder ji? Rajinder, can you hear me? Should I move there quickly? You'll bring this thing there. Bring this the phone. Rajinder ji, can you hear me? You have to unmute, Rajinder. Yes, please speak, Rajinder. We are moving location. Yes, Rajinder, you're unmuted.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I listen. I hear you, sir. I hear you, sir. Show him, sir. Sir, am I audible? Hello.
Rajendra, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, yes,
Yes.
I hear you, sir.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Yes. We are back in action, please.
No problem, sir. No problem, sir.
I apologize. Yes.
Sir, I think when we say that somebody is brain dead, biologically these parts get transplanted to some other person within some hours. That means there is some balance of energy. Chetana, usme kuch energy hai. But basically, when the ego and mind leaves the body, Oh, hello. Can you hear
yes,
me?
I can hear you. Continue, please.
When ego and mind leaves the body, we can presume that he is dead.
Yeah, because, but what dies? I'm asking you, what dies when one dies? Every organ can be transplanted. So what dies when one dies?
Ego and mind goes out of the body.
Ego mind, ego and mind. Ego mind does not exist. So what do you have to say? Ego and mind does not exist.
That when our soul leaves the body, that means we die. But there remains some consciousness, chetana, जो हम बोलते हैं biologically, तो वो एनर्जी रहती है जो इसको कहीं 2 घंटे के लिए या 3 घंटे के लिए रखता है about different parts body के.
Okay, but you still don't have a complete clarity, right? You are saying something.
Yes.
But you are just. I hope you agree with me that you are not 100% clear about the subject.
Yes. Because I was somewhere. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm still waiting for some master. We have Kailash, Krishan, Ru Mataji, Yogini. Let's start. Kailash.
Shivoham Guruji.
Shivoham.
Guruji, when body dies, but never we heard about that brain and heart cannot be transplant. The other organs, if we talk about eyes, kidney, liver, the other organs can be transplanted.
How they can be transplanted if the body dies? That's the question. Agar mar gaya, what dies? So my question is, what dies? Do you know what dies?
Body dies. The body
if the body dies, then how can the organ be transplanted?
They have some energy for some time, 1 hour, 2 hours.
Okay. So I think you're right. See, what happens? Why are we asking this question today? Because this has got to do with spirituality. We are not asking a scientific question. We are asking a question to do. There are sometimes 70, 80 of you coming to this call because I'm not a doctor. I have no ability to give you medical advice.
Right.
But I am trying to make you to understand spiritually. So, Krishan, what dies? ये जो मरता है, कौन मरता है? कौन है मरता?
Saul तो मरती नहीं गुरुजी. Saul is immortal. कुछ नहीं मरता. Nothing is.
तो मतलब मौत क्या है फिर?
मौत कुछ है ही नहीं.
अगर कोई भी नहीं मरता है तो फिर मौत क्या है?
मौत तो है ही नहीं गुरुजी.
मौत है ही नहीं.
स्पिरिचुअल
तो फिर हम शमशान में जाके लोगों को जलाते क्यों है?
That is our tradition की ठीक है, but मौत तो होती नहीं.
No. That's not. ये गलत बात. Krishan.
Saul is okay. Always live. मतलब
let us ask. Wait. You listen. We will see. Every Zoom call is an eye opener, and every Zoom call is a question that comes to me, and I have to answer the question. So today's question is very simple. I'm sorry, first of all, I had to shift location. I wasted your 2 minutes. What dies? What dies when one dies? Maut to hoti hai. Death is a reality in this world. In this real world, the world itself is the illusion and death also is the illusion. But in this world, the sun rises, the sun sets, somebody is born, somebody dies. What dies? When one dies, every organ can be transplanted. Then what is the story? Krishan, बताइए.
Saul never die.
हाँ, वो तो आपने बोला. Krishan को unmute करो. Krishan, batao Krishan.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam.
According to me, only body dies, and body is died when our birth process is over, breath process is over, and only brain cannot be brain is the only organ which cannot be transplanted to other, because brain have emotion and intellect.
So can the brain be transplanted? Brain transplant is a long way from being feasible. And as of now, organ has been come a long way. It's now possible to transplant not just hearts, but livers, functioning uterus, hands, and even faces. So as per, I just checked Google. Google is saying, abhi tak brain to transplant. Bliss is right. Bliss, my dear, you are right. My dear Bliss, you are right. You are right, Bliss. I just checked. Brain transplant is still not possible. But organ transplant is possible, and parts of the brain. I think a part of the brain can be transplanted, if I'm not mistaken. So, but then what, Krishanji, who dies? What dies?
Only
Who
body
dies?
and ignorance. Body and ignorance dies.
नहीं, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ?
Because
नहीं बोल सकते, ignorance dies. ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते. Who dies? Who dies?
Only body.
अगर body dies तो फिर organ को transplant कैसे करेंगे? Body तो सब कुछ है.
Or organs are the spare parts. Like a car have spare parts. One car is got accident, we can replace spare parts.
तो आप बोलते हैं क्या गाड़ी की अगर इंजन सीज हो गई तो डोर तो यूज कर सकते हैं, स्टीयरिंग व्हील तो यूज कर सकते हैं, ऐसे बोल रहे हैं आप?
Yes.
Good creativity, but not a good analogy. But let us see. We have got Ru Mata ji. पता है रू माता जी आप जानते हैं क्या? रू माता जी.
Guruji, I am thinking. I am on the thinking process. कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा, only the body dies, but I think the organs are still alive for some time after death also.
तो मतलब फिर वो मौत पे कौन मरता है?
Body मरती है when soul leaves the body. Soul dies. That's why we burn the body.
Soul dies.
burn करते.
Soul dies.
Soul leaves the body, then we burn the body. If soul is there, how we can burn the body?
Dies? What dies?
Body dies, only body
But
dies.
if the body dies, then how organ can be transplanted?
They may be having some energy for a few hours.
Okay, good analogy. Yogini, that's the best answer we have up to now. Yogini?
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, bolo.
In your bhajan, you have said, "मैं नहीं मरता, पर ये तन है मरता."
Yeah.
But when the tan dies, the panch tattvas, it takes time for the panch tattvas to evolve in the. I'm not able to explain.
The panch tattva to lose the soul energy takes time, is what you are saying.
Yeah. Yes. So during that time, we can do the transplantation. There is little time for the panch tattvas to vanish.
Correct. And when the panch tattva, when the energy goes out of the panch tattva out of the organ, then you can't transplant the organs after 1 year, one week,
then
or 1
you
month.
cannot transplant.
Good.
Then you cannot.
Good answer, good logic. We are coming more forward to the answer, but we need a perfect answer today. So I'm going to wait. Ashok Nichani, bolo. Ashok Nichani.
Thank
you. Shivam Sarji.
Shivam, bolo Ashok.
Sarji, when there is no breath, there is death.
Correct. Very good answer.
So the body dies. When there is no breath, the body dies.
Okay.
But the organs still, they have that energy. Each cell has energy sip. There is sip in each cell.
Correct.
So those cells have an energy for a certain amount of time. Like you pluck a flower in the morning, it will be very fresh.
Arey wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful answer. Ashok, क्या consciousness में है तुम? आज बोलो Ashok. हाँ.
So the flower in the evening, it has got energy up to that time. So in the evening, it will decay and fall.
Good. Very
So
good.
the cells have some energy, SIP power, for a certain amount of hours.
No, sip. Okay. The soul energy is there for some, the soul energy departs, but the posimom still has the soul energy for some time. And then the posimom loses the soul energy and then it dries. Good answer. Very good answer. Very, very good answer. Ashok, Yogini. Next, Atmatray.
Sure, sir.
Sure. Good answer. Atmatray.
Sure, sir.
Sure,
sir. Sir, I think at the time of death, Jivatma dies.
Bolo.
Jivatma dies, and it is I think so.
Atma dies.
Jivatma.
Jivatma dies. फिर क्या होता है?
Atma gets liberated, or
then the logic is, how can you transplant the organ after Jivatma dies? That is the confusion.
Yeah.
You have any new idea, any new answer, any new inspiration?
No, sir.
Okay, good. Yes, I think it is Swati, Bliko, Vijay Kumar, Renu. Swati.
Shivam.
Sure, bolo.
So the first thing that I wanted to say, that Ashok uncle, he beat me to it, that the flower, the analogy of the flower, that when you pluck the flower, it is like the thing, it's like the energy that makes the flower fresh. It has it like, it's always like fresh. That is the energy that leaves. But the analogy that I want to give is that when you are like when you're on the road, and when you apply when you apply the brake, the car, it doesn't stop immediately. It'll take some time. That momentum is there, so it'll take that car to stop. That little energy that is there, that is a time when the organs, they can be reused.
Good. There is no proof of this, but what you are saying is correct. But how many of you have even thought about this till today? How many of you have even thought, my dear friends, I have never thought about this idea of the flower ever before. कि फूल को हम तोड़ने के बाद फूल में अभी तक जान कैसे है? ये जान कहाँ से आती है? हाँ, ये जो जान चीज है ना, वो ये जान. You know the meaning of जान? ये जान is a very special thing. जान कहाँ से आती है? जान. हम तो ध्यान नहीं देते. जान क्या जान क्या जान. जान जानी जनार्दन. ये जान जानी जनार्दन नहीं. ये जान जो है, ये प्राण जो है, it's a very beautiful and a very special thing. Thank you, Swati, for your amazing input. Bliko, Vijay Kumar, Renu. Bliko.
Shivam. So this soul and posimom, which comes in my mind, because every particle is an energy particle, and it has some energy. So when the soul departs, what I concentrate on, that soul is an identity. That identity is gone to that particular body.
You just mean it's just an identity? I don't think it's just an identity.
The identity of that body.
No,
as a jivatma.
Bliko. You can't say it's just an identity.
Yeah,
it's energy. It's
energy,
like,
but
it's
energy
like
gives
energy.
Identity. Energy gives identity. That energy is associated with I-ness. That I-ness is gone. So when my eyes are donated to another person, that that eyeball is functioning in other body, but it will not recognize my I-ness. So I-ness is gone. That identity.
Beautiful analogy. But Bliko, what dies? Today's question is slightly different. What dies when one dies? Can you answer that question? Who dies? What dies?
Actually, soul migrates from the body.
Good. I like this word migrates.
So it migrates.
Migrates is another beautiful word we have never used.
Because this migration...
But migration is different and transmigration is different.
Transmigration, yeah.
Transmigration sometimes is referred to as rebirth. But actually, if you really see, what's the meaning of transmigration? Google quickly. Transmigration has a different meaning. Beautiful word, migration. The soul migrates like a bird.
Migrates.
The bird migrates from North Pole to South Pole. The birds fly. In my office now, summertime today, I saw beautiful white birds have come. They were not there for last 4 months in winter. Now they have migrated back. The soul, the word the transmigration, departure from one homeland to live in another country. Migration. A change. So when we talk of the soul's transmigration, it's not rebirth. Very often you misinterpret. Today, Bliko has helped us with a new terminology. Thank you, Bliko, for your beautiful terminology. He says the soul migrates. But Bliko, who dies, Bliko? When the soul migrates, who dies?
Soul migrates, and the body, which is made up of 5 elements, it's still there. But nobody vitality is gone. Vitality is gone.
So you know what? Yeah,
our identity is with the vitality.
Yeah, but who dies? Who dies?
If I think I die, that is wrong, because my body is still here and my soul.
मैं नहीं मरता हूँ, बस ये तन है जो मरता है. Huh? You know that bhajan. You know that bhajan.
Yeah. So tan marta hai, lekin tan marne ka time leta hai. So by that time, you can use that parts.
Spare parts, like some who told, Christian told. Gaadi ka spare part hai.
But use kar sakte ho, yes.
Okay, good. Thank you, Bliko. Interesting answers. Let me see where we are going. Vijay Kumar, Renu, Suvina. Vijay Kumar.
Pranam Kraji.
Pranam.
Pranam everyone. Sir, what happens? This any organism, or including human being, the body, mind, chitta is made up of and sustaining and regulating through several different types of pranas, pranic energy. And when passed away, died, that the basic pranic energy liberates us, and other pranic energies are still there in the body, and they
From where these pranic energies come, my dear, when the soul departs? Where the pranic energy comes from?
From the existence. It is there. Other pranic energies.
No. Wait a minute. When the soul departs, where does the pranic energy come from? Be clear.
That pranic energy is coming, it is from existence.
No. So you have to wait and see what others say. Okay, please wait. Suvinay and Renu Khanna. First Renu Khanna, I think. Renu Khanna and Suvinay. हाँ रेनू बताइए.
Yes, शिवोहम सर.
शिवोहम.
बहुत अच्छा टॉपिक है सर. मेरा मानना है कि वो जैसे हम किसी चीज को तोड़ते हैं उसके बाद भी थोड़ी फ्रेशनेस रहती है. एक तो ये पॉइंट. नंबर 2 कि हमारे अंदर से जैसे हम सांस लेते हैं, हवा आती जाती है, तो हवा नहीं होती है, ये एक प्राण वायु होता है जिससे हम मतलब कि जिंदा रहते हैं या करते हैं. हवा तो मरने के बाद भी बॉडी में भरी रहती है. अपन देखते हैं कि डेड बॉडी फूल जाती है, राइट. तो जो थोड़ी देर जो ट्रांसप्लांट के लिए जैसे आप बोल रहे हैं, तो उसमें क्या होता है सर, जो न्यूट्रॉन छोटे छोटे अपने सेल्स हैं जो माइन्यूट है, उनमें फिर भी वो किधर ना किधर जान हल्का सा बच जाता है. तो इसके लिए हमारे ऑर्गन्स जो है थोड़ी देर के लिए वो जिंदा रहते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अभी कभी अब देखो एक छिपकली की पूंछ अगर टूट जाती है, वो फिर भी जिंदा रहती है थोड़ी देर.
गुड आंसर. गुड. छिपकली की एग्जाम्पल, छिपकली की पूंछ टिक 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 करती रहती है.
वो सर करती रहती है.
आगे अगर कोई मछली मर जाती है, मछली मरने के बाद भी तड़पती रहती है, फटक 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 फटक. आपने देखा है? आपने देखा है मछली मरने के बाद बहुत टाइम तक मछली तड़पती है. कैसे तड़पती है
सर? उसके अंदर जैसे अपने बॉडी के अंदर छोटे छोटे न्यूट्रॉन सेल्स है, जैसे
We don't know. What you're saying is a beautiful example, Chipkali ki example, which inspired me with Machli ki example. I have seen a fish die. Sometimes वो मछली का सर काट देते हैं, फिर भी मछली, हाँ, मछली का तेल फट 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 होता रहता है. कैसे होता है?
क्योंकि उसके सर जो पीछे की बॉडी के अंदर के जो सेल्स हैं वो अभी भी जिंदा हैं.
नहीं, जिंदा नहीं है, लेकिन उनमें प्राण शक्ति अभी निकली नहीं है. हाँ,
एग्जैक्टली, मैंने वही बोला ना, प्राण वायु. क्योंकि प्राण वायु निकल जाते हैं तो सर वी आर जस्ट डेड बॉडी.
Okay, good. So Subhinay, let us see. Subhinay, what do you have to say, Subhinay?
Sir, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam, sir.
Sir, as we have all discussed, कि प्राण शक्ति के बारे में बताया गया है. There are 5 प्राण शक्ति, 5 kind of प्राण शक्तिस. Apan, Udayan, Vyan, and according to this, when the body dies, when this body dies, still there are these pranas which exist for 6 to 12 hours. There are 5 kind of pranas which exist from
Science may not accept what you are saying, but some spiritual people, I've heard them speaking, some spiritual people are telling that the body has got some shakti for 10 days, for 12 days.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
believe it. I don't believe it. But
it is scientifically, sir, I can't give you any credentials for that, but it has been said by the spiritual masters that there are 5 pran shaktis, and they have the name for that.
I know the names. I don't want to confuse the audience today by those names. But what are you saying? Who dies? What dies?
Sir, I think the definition of life is continuity of consciousness. When the consciousness is gone, we declare that the person is clinically dead.
Beautiful. Well said. Beautifully said. Well said. So, when you are clinically dead, it means that the soul has departed. What we use the new term today is the migration of the soul. Blicko used the term. Beautiful contribution by Blicko. The soul has migrated. The moment the soul has migrated, let me ask you a question, Suvinay.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes you are playing a fan in a lot of speed, and suddenly बिजली चली जाती है, light goes off. वो fan को क्या होता है?
Sir, it is still moves.
It still keeps on moving and moving and moving. Sometimes it can move even for 1 minute, depending on the momentum of the fan, the motor, the wind around it. There are so many reasons. Sometimes the fan can keep on moving for a lot of time.
Yes, Guru.
But that does not mean the electricity is there. It's an illusion. So let me quickly, before I give to Rumata ji, let me tell you quickly.
And Guruji, one thing more I would like to add. There are certain cases also where the doctors have declared the patient dead, but after 4 or 6 or 7 hours, they have come to life. And
No. Let me tell you, Suvinay, that is wrong declaration of death. Don't say they have come back to life. Let us not use this terminology. The moment the soul departs, that is the end. But what you are saying, the doctor has clinically declared dead. I know there are cases when they are going to bury the body, the person wakes up. When they are going to burn the body, they say, "Mujhe kyun jala rahe ho?" The person speaks like that. Then there are cases. You're right, Tuvina, am I right?
Yes, Guruji.
But let us not use the term that he came back to life. Oh, galat baat.
Okay, Guruji, accepted.
Wrong declaration of death. Okay? So, my dear friends, just today's learning is that Rumata ji, I'm giving you the mic next in 30 seconds, Rumata ji. What I want to tell you in spiritual terms, we are a Jeev Atma. What are we? We are a Jeev Atma. What happens? The Jeev Atma, the Atma leaves. When the Atma leaves, what's left? Jiva. When the Jiva is there, the Jiva is dead. Who dies? The Jiva dies. And basically, this is nothing but the body dies. Absolutely, the body dies. There is no doubt the body dies. but the organs in the body still have the Atma Shakti, the reminiscence. Just the most beautiful example Ashok Nichani gave today. Ashok Nichani master told us that the pool, when you cut the flower, Master Nichani told us, the flower is still fresh. And sometimes the flowers last for how long, Ashok? Ek din, do din. When people give you a bouquet of flowers, and sometimes to preserve these flowers, you put it in water, and you keep in water, it lasts for 2 days. How it lasts for 2 days? So this is the chamatkar of the divine, my dear friends. But let us be very clear. When the Jeev Atma, the Atma leaves, Bliko used the term migrates. When the Atma migrates, the Jiva becomes from Jeev Atma becomes Jiva. If you remove the organs and you transplant the organs quickly, you can use the organs. You can take the organs sometimes and nowadays they take sperms and they keep sperms in what they call a sperm bank. I think they keep in ice. I don't know how, I don't have technical knowledge in this matter, but they use it after a long time. Today they are taking what they call the cell technology, stem cells. There's a new technology called stem cell technology. They take stems, they take cells and they call it stem cells. And they freeze these stem cells at certain temperatures, very high, low temperatures. And those stem cells are used for research and used for certain things. But there is no Atma. The Atma is God. Let us not mix biology with spirituality. So let us start. Ru Mataji, बताइए आपको क्या बोलना है? रू माताजी, रू माताजी को अनम्यूट करो. हाँ रू माताजी बताइए.
Guruji, I have a doctor friend. I have asked immediately. He explained that when the body dies, the organs can be transplanted within 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, they are of no use. That is done. They remove with saline, they remove the blood from the organs. And then they can be transferred. And one is brain death, in which the heart and lungs are functioning with ventilator. But as soon as we stop the ventilator, the person dies. So only for 15 minutes it can be transplanted.
So Rumata ji, thank you for checking from the doctor. But हमें biology study करने में हमारा interest नहीं है. हमारा interest क्या है? Just to understand कि जब रूह की शक्ति, what is our favorite topic, Rumata ji? रूह की शक्ति. जब रूह की शक्ति निकल जाती है तो जीव आत्मा मर जाता है. जब जीव आत्मा इसलिए मरता है क्योंकि आत्मा नहीं है. वो जीव से, from the jiva, from the body, we can quickly remove the organs. Like Krishan said, like spare parts of the car, we can remove the spare parts of the car and we can quickly use it. But today's session has taught us many things. And we spoke about how the pool, Ashok Nichani said, and Bliko talked about migration of the soul. The soul never dies. The soul, even transmigration, matlab ye hai कि soul, we'll have a separate topic on this. What is transmigration of the soul? Please make note, we will have a topic on this.
Yes, soul, we have never thought about this.
Kya?
This topic we have never thought. You only has initiated our thinking process.
No, you must see.
Can be transplanted after few hours.
It is very important, Rumata ji, for us to be conscious, for us to be aware. Okay, you know something? The fact, you know the song. I just, for the sake of the topic is this. Let me tell you. The topic I say, मैं नहीं मरता हूँ बस ये तन है जो मरता है. मुक्ति मैं पाता हूँ जब ये तन मरता है. रोना नहीं मेरी मौत पे जश्न तुम मनाना हो. रोना नहीं मेरी मौत पे जश्न तुम मनाना. प्रभु से है एक होना, मौत पे मुक्ति पाना, आत्मा है परमात्मा। जब आत्मा निकल जाती है हमें मिलेगा परमात्मा. This, the beauty of death is when you realize the truth that you are the Atma and you never die, you overcome the fear of death.
Yes.
How many, today's session, what I want to leave behind with you today, don't fear death. Don't fear death because you never die. The body will die. But you are the power of the soul. You are the Shakti, the Atma Shakti that departs in the moment of death. And we must realize this truth. I'm very happy. We had some very interesting contributions today to the session. And we must realize this body will die. So some of us are very scared of death. Some of us are very scared because we are attached to people, to possessions. We are too attached. नहीं, हमारा कुछ नहीं है, कुछ नहीं हमारा, कोई भी मेरा नहीं है, कुछ भी मेरा नहीं है. When we have this realization, then we are detached. And when we are detached, we can reach that state of mukti, of bliss, and of joy. So thank you, my dear friends, for participating. We'll see you tomorrow at 8. With folded hands, I bow down to you.